Welcome back, you guys. My name is Rimi. For those who don't know, today, as you can see, we achieved this light cut crease look. I hope you guys enjoy. I just want to take a moment and let you guys know that the first video I recorded was a little bit before the new year, so it is 2017, and I just want to wish you guys a happy and blessed New Year's for you and your families, and let's just get into the video. Okay, you guys, so I already started with concealing my eyebrows and I already primed my lids with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. So we are going to go ahead and jump into our look using the Morphe 35O palette. And we are going to start off with a Morphe E27 brush, which is a fluffy blending brush, and we are going to go ahead and use these two colors up here. So we're going to apply this as our transition shade for the look we're trying to achieve today. A little goes a long way, and you just want to build. You don't want to apply too much product right away. You want to build as you go. To add a little bit more definition to our look and start building that beautiful color we want to have on our crease, we're going to now use this brown shade up here with the same blending brush. So remember, just use a little bit of the product. Don't start off too heavy from the beginning. Build as you go and take your time. So now we're going to be using the Morphe M432 brush, which is a flat top brush that I'm going to be using to pick up this shade right down here, right where the crease of your eyelid is. You want to deposit the shade and then just gradually, little by little, start creating that line, bringing it down a little bit lower at the end and flickering it towards your eyebrow. Once you have a little line going on, you don't want to go in too harsh. Like I said before, start building up little by little using the same blending brush we used before for the other two shades. You could lightly buff in the color. The same eyeshadow, go back in and build the definition of your cut crease a little bit more. Now with the Morphe M433 brush, which is a tapered fluffy brush, it gives you more control on the crease. So we're going to use this brush to buff this color in even more. Now using any flat brush, I'm going to pick up some primer and start adding a more white flat base to our eyelid. Today I'm going to be using the flat brush that Kylie has in her brush set. I like to do this so that your crease could look completely clean. So now going back to the 35O palette, we're going to use this top white shade in the corner. I'm using a Urban Decay brush. I believe this came with the first Naked palette. We're going to pick up that white color and place that on the top of our lid. Now that we have our base shadow on our lid, we are going to go in and wing our eye using the Inglot eyeliner in shade 77. A little tip from me, so your eyeliner doesn't dry out, always leave the lid upside down and then just place the liner right on top. So while you're applying, your product doesn't dry out. eyes winged, we are going to go ahead with the NYX Liquid Crystal Liner, which is a beautiful gold liner in the color Crystal Gold. For this, I'm going to need a mirror closer to me, so I'm going to be using the mirror to my highlighter. So what you want to do is just make a slim line right over your black liner. So now that our glitter liner has completely dried, we're going to go back with our Morphe M433 brush, and using the same Morphe 35O palette, we're going to go back to that shade we used for our crease and this brown one right here. So very gently, you just want to add that into your crease. So you guys, I already went ahead and I moisturized, primed my skin, and I used the LA Girl Pro Concealer. So now we're going to go ahead and use the MakeupByR in color 170 and the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation in color 322. Now with the back of our Morphe E6 brush, we mix that foundation on the back of my hand. That's how I usually like to do it. And I go ahead and apply that all over my skin. So now that we have our foundation on, we're going to conceal using the Pro Longwear MAC concealer in the shade NC42. I'm going to be using another Kylie brush. It's just a shorter flat brush that she has in her kit, and we're just going to go ahead and apply our concealer.
Rent so high in the neighborhood, but love don't call what she said she would. Friends who come don't stay for good, no, no. Pigs won't take that mama's kids. Bible say we all from the same river, but some of us go to heaven too soon. Why some of us get to heaven too soon?
So now going in with our damp beauty blender, we're going to blend that in. Now to set our concealer, I'm going to be using Airspun in the shade Translucent Extra Coverage. I know that for this Airspun product, there's like 2 or 3 shades, but that's the one I typically use. With the same beauty blender, I'm going to pick up the product and just dispense that under our eye. I typically like to leave it just on a little bit, and then I usually just dust it off right with the beauty blender. Sometimes I'm into baking, sometimes not so much. So it just depends on my mood, really. So now using a Echoes Tool tapered, very fluffy brush, we're going to go in with the Anastasia contour kit. Ooh. Now we're going to use the powder products this time. These 2 shades down here aren't the original ones with the case. I bought these later on. This is in the shade Cinnamon and Camel. Oh no. So the broken one, the one that we just broke right now, Camel, we're going to pick that up with our brush and then start contouring our face. So now using the Morphe M458 brush, which is a contouring brush, I'm going to go back in with the same color, camel, and contour our nose a little bit. So for our eyebrows today, we're going to go ahead and use the Dip Brow by Anastasia in color medium brown. So using a spoolie brush, we are just going to brush our eyebrows. This one is way thicker than the other, but it is what it is. So now that we have our eyebrows done, I'm going to go ahead and curl our lashes, put on some falsies, and I'll be right back. Hey you guys, so as you can see, I did my lashes, did my lips, and also changed. The lashes I used were Vegas Nate Grand Glamor. The lips I did LAX by Colourpop, and on my highlight I did BECCA's Champagne Pop. So once again, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video and pick up any tips and tricks that I may do that you guys may implement into your daily routines. If you guys have any suggestions, I can never say that word, or anything you guys would like to see in the future, please feel free to comment down below and subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.